and is like all of a sudden super team right now.
I kind of feel like the opposite, if I'm being honest.
You think they all got worse?
I kind of feel like this sort of everyone got spread out and everything's a lot more even. Like,
yeah,
from what I've seen, it doesn't feel like they've necessarily gotten better, but it's just like, yeah, it's just closer.
It's more well balanced.
Yeah, it just felt really stacked last year, but now it's like a lot more spread out.
It seemed that the changes in roster almost made other players stick out and have their moment. Like there's so many players like Frosty and Trippy, for example, the first two that come to mind that have had incredible moments in the Open Series and in the Kason round. So I feel like even though it's even, it gave the chance to other players to be able to, you know, come through, and you guys too, qualifying for pools.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty excited to watch Last Shot, actually.
Yeah, Last Shot is incredible.
Yeah.
I think he's got the best aim we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, he's really good.
So I guess we got this one here. We get the Scoop Rice cast for the first time ever. Let's get some predictions. Who do you think comes out on top in this series?
Well, who's on the list?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, so Dark Inside is Lydoee, Sylvanic. Struggling to remember them right now. Morgan. And Doctor? No, that was on the Passion United.
We have to Twitch chat.
Or something?
But we can, if you watch the bottom left, you'll see their name.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Kidnasty. Okay.
And then on the left, SuperCC, Envore, Toni, and Cruvu.
Probably Eclipse.
Yeah, I feel like Envore is one of the best players in the open bracket.
Wasn't he on a team with Toni and they got like top 12 in like year 1?
Yeah. This is like their reunion. So Toni, I actually coached Toni on G1.
Oh,
he was on G1 for a little bit. But then he quit and played like Valorant for the last year or so. But now he's back.
Yep.
He's looking pretty good.
That's how it goes with Halo boys, right? They always go, but they come back eventually.
That's true.
Nobody ever really quits Halo.
Rice, on the cast, you're going to listen back. I said that I knew you played a different game before Halo, but I couldn't remember what it was, and I said Paladins. Is that correct?
Paladins was the first game that I like went pro.
Yes.
But
okay,
then
I got one right.
Before Halo, it was Valorant.
It was Valorant.
Yeah,
okay.
it was Valorant. Yeah, it's been a long 9 years.
You're old, bro.
I know.
You're getting there.
Wait, how old are you?
22.
Oh, you just called him old?
Yeah.
All right, I'm leaving.
I'm 20.
You want to finish this interview, Brandon? I'm turning 35 at the end of this year. I'm a fossil. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Well, Eco's 32, so
That's true. That
still
is
got
true.
it. You can still have it.
He's been struggling so far this year.
Oh.
I hope that he pulls it back together. I mean, he's always kind of not been as good online and significantly better on land, so might just, you know, us old guys, we need to rev up over time. You got to rev up the engine a little bit.
Well, it's definitely interesting because we played them quite a few times last year, and like the way that he like moves around the map and like lives is like super like unique. So it's really interesting for me to like when I watch him or play him. Like, he just milks his life so well like every time.
Yep.
He'd probably be a really good teammate, actually.
Yeah, wouldn't you think? He did win 4 tournaments last year. So.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty
That's a
good
good point, actually.
Yeah.
Totally blanked on that just now. Yeah, I think Eclipse is definitely going to win this series. Aren't Dark Inside, like, are they number 1 or is that the other team?
So the team that you guys just beat was the #1 seed.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's a guy named Sways hit a clutch snipe. That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's true. Was that Mickey Mouse? Was that a Mickey Mouse 3-0?
I think it was.
Damn. Mind trick Mickey Mouse again.
Just gotta win the event, bro. It's not Mickey Mouse at that point.
It will be Mickey Mouse. They'll just say it was M&K.
they'll say you were cheating. There's probably people in chat right now that are like,
yeah, they don't like
why
us.
would LVT platform these cheaters using mouse and keyboard?
I've had a few of the pros like just straight up tell me they just don't like that I play M&K. They don't, like I asked Bound the other day, I was like, oh, can I like, get it on the NAAs? And she's like, nah, you're on M&K, you're cheating. Alright, bro.
Hey, I just got some intel.
Oh?
Yeah, I got some intel that it says, it's a prediction. My open bracket prediction, after staring at the bracket for 30 minutes on my flight.
By the way, I had the wrong bracket because one of the teams.
He didn't even let me finish.
One of the teams.
Excuses.
One of the team's players had the appendicitis, and had to get rushed to the hospital. So I was looking at old data. Okay?
Oh, so you had him on the loser side because of wrong data?
I actually can't believe it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
You sure you
Yeah.
store it? Are you sure you're
so when
staring at it for 30 minutes?
the data I looked at had you guys against Ether, and you guys
That's
got
fair.
smashed by Ether.
That's fair.
Yeah, on the in the scrim.
It's.
So.
I mean, for the top 4, it's always going to be one versus 4, 2
versus
3.
3.
Yeah, and we're always 4 seed.
Yeah.
I think I had a upset somewhere else. I don't know.
Sure,
Either way,
yeah,
you
yeah.
guys proved me wrong. I hope that
Sure.
tweet gave you the fuel to be like, nah, fuck Eli.
You're a
We're gonna
mind freak
smoke this
believer.
shit.
That did happen.
I'm sure it did. So that was all part of my master plan.
Yeah, of course. Eli the brain, the ninja
I
brain.
don't know, bro. I'm just making shit up.
Eli's the reason that
He's trying to save himself right now.
Hey, I'll buy you guys a beer. You guys always know I'm good for that.
Hell yeah. I'm just gonna have to guilt trip you more often. I'll see you at the after party.
That's exactly right.
What do you think about Bomb? Do you like it?
I'm a Halo 2 head, so like this is literally a Halo 2 game type.
Oh, really?
I think that it works pretty good on Aquarius. I'm not 100%.
I do like it on Aqua, actually, yeah.
The Fortress is like, eh. It's definitely better now after they added the overshield and made the zone larger, but I think the Forge community can make some better bomb maps.
Oh, definitely cool.
If we
about
could get
S&D?
midship back, like if midship was actually in the
No,
game.
we can't play mid.
Yeah, I don't
We
want to
can't
play
do
a map
this.
that's as old as I am. I'm not gonna
Every
lie.
time there's a new map, it's not a new map, and none of us played Halo 5 or anything, so we just get rinsed for like the first 2 months.
True, I probably had like 5,000 hours on midship before you were born. That's
I'm not
kinda
trying to
crazy.
chow that
That's
at all. I'm not trying to chow that.
I wouldn't mind midship in Halo Infinite. I, kind
would
of enjoy-
mind. I would
You would
mind.
mind. You would mind. So
very
you just
much.
want new maps, so
Give us
there's
new
no
maps.
advantage.
Did
Yeah.
you play Inquisitor?
What the hell is that? I don't know what that
It
is.
was Unique's version of midship.
It's just
called
some
it
old
Inquisitor.
people.
Oh,
maps.
oh,
Was that the
maybe,
one that
actually.
was in matchmaking?
Yeah, for like a few days, and then they took
yeah.
it out.
No, I
Didn't it
didn't.
have like serious frame issues?
It did be for Xbox, that's why they took it
Yeah,
out.
okay. Well, I'm glad it got took out. I don't want to.
I mean, if obviously I don't want frame issues, but if the map worked,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be down, but I don't know. I just want new maps. Like, we just get new. I don't want to play 20-year-old maps anymore. I'm done.
have you guys played like the Forge Hub maps?
Yeah, we played in the 4-trap tourney, and
That's
was
right,
that?
you guys did.
Yeah.
Did you have any favorite maps on there that you would?
to be honest with you, I was having a really rough time that tournament. I dropped a 0.6 against TSM. We went map 5. Sorry about that, Ethan. What else did we do? We got Luminosity. Was that map 5 as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just getting smoked the whole time, to be honest. I was not having a good time. But yeah, the maps were cool. Like, they were... Sorry, I'm on a tangent.
So back to the question.
Yeah, back to the question. A couple of the maps are cool. Like, I kind of like the one with the beams that you stand on. You do like double
Hot Rod?
damage. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't remember.
What about you, Scoop? I feel like you're a forger yourself, so
Oh.
Well,
you made the inbots map.
I don't know what it's called, but it's like symmetrical where like the camo and the snipe spawn on the other sides of the map. I'm not sure what that's called, but I thought that map was horrendous.
I
hard
thought he was
to-
going to say something.
Yeah,
good.
it was hard to like sort of like differentiate which side of the map you're on without the power-ups coming up. So it was like hard
So
to play the
everything was
first time.
like the same color scheme.
Yeah. Guillotine that one was actually like pretty good, but we're playing against teams. I know they've played it like
A lot, yeah.
a lot. So when we played LG on it, they just completely slammed us because they had setups. But that map was good. And I think Archon, it's called. Archon is good.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that
That's
one.
the one with a lot of verticality. It's kind of gray.
Yeah, I like that
Tan.
one,
I think-
especially on Kingdale.
I think we need a good snow map, honestly.
I agree.
What
A
was
good
the
snow
snow?
map.
There is a really good
Yes.
snow map that was in the mix.
Oh, that one.
Was it?
It was
Yeah.
in the 2v2 tournament.
I was getting
Was there
smoked.
enough snow though? Because you
It's a lot
can't
of
just
snow.
have a little bit of snow in the mountains far away and
It's
call
a
it a
lot
snow
of snow.
map.
You would like the map. There's like
yeah?
a little.
Like a snowbound type map?
It's smaller though. It's like a 2v2 map.
They should have replaced live fire with snow fire for a season.
Yes.
That would have been a cool mix-up.
I always thought that would be cool to have, or like when the pit was big, like have different versions of the pit that you could play.
Yeah. It's like Overwatch. Like when they do updates,
Yeah.
they like change the time of day or something. Like just small sort of aesthetic changes that make the map sort of feel fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing that.
Double kill.
Wouldn't be hard at all. Like it's literally a setting. You just
the lighting.
make the sun go the other way and change the map. Like it's literally that simple.
Well, the maps on land look different.
They do?
They
Yeah,
do.
on
They're
the-
like the colors are all like messed up.
I think it's just
it's
the
your
Xbox
PC
though,
The
isn't it?
saturated, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
your PC specs.
Is it?
No, I
don't think it is.
It's
I think
the
maps.
Xboxes. I think it's when it's running on like a local server.
Wait,
Sort
really?
of takes. I think it's like it might be for for performance sake. Like, it sort of makes the map less detailed in terms of lighting, but it kind of looks different.
Like Fortress is just completely different.
Really?
Is it Fortress?
Doesn't this look like more blue than usual? There's like more blue hints at the top of the map.
I feel like it looks darker.
Yeah.
I haven't really noticed when I feel like it was on Fortress though. It's weird, right?
I think that's the screen effects though, why it looks blue. So it's camo.
Well, even before that, like the top of the map has like a lot of.
Yeah. No, it definitely is different, and I have no idea why.
Perfect.
I'm not even gonna try and attempt to figure out though.
This is close.
It actually is. I'm kind of impressed with that Dark Insider. I didn't think that'd be as good as that. I mean, we versed Sylvanic. He was on Eclipse when we beat them at Worlds.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good.
Looking at Eclipse right now, I actually got a chance to see their while you guys were up against Kraken, I was watching the LATAM squad versus Eclipse, and they were able to reverse sweep the Latin American team. So yeah, it was the Latin American team was 2-1, and then they just took the whole series. So they popped off over there, and they played that series really well. It was an incredible comeback from them. So now they're coming off that win and going up against Dark Inside here.
Was that SWAT?
Latam.
Latam? Is that the
SWAT Latam? Didn't you guys beat them?
Yeah. They took a map off us though.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, the Mexican teams are really good at the moment.
We're playing kind of like pussies on strongholds, and then they just like sort of punished us for it. And yeah, no, I was actually pretty impressed.
Which map?
Live fire strongholds.
Yeah, you can't play slow on that.
Yeah, which we're usually pretty good at, but yeah, like I said, we're just playing a bit scared. They sort of just took advantage of it, which they should, and they did, and they won. So.
It's good that you guys were self-aware enough to recognize that, though.
Yeah. I mean, there's something in the water in Latam, because like the shots they hit with the sniper and the shock rifle are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like they're so good with it. I don't know what
very
it is.
talented region.
Mexican region with the shock rifle is just unmatched. Like all of them are just insane. Like, especially Drift. Whenever you play against Drift and he has a shock rifle, you just know your head's getting taken off.
I'm not challenged.
I feel like every member of that team is crazy with it. Like
yeah, they are.
Tapping, I've seen Tapping go on like 7 perfects in a row with it. Like
it's not fun to verse.
No.
Does this have OT in it? It does, right?
It does. So I think it adds a couple minutes to the timer.
It's like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. I
thought it was 3.
The timer should not go down when you're holding the ball.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk bomb changes
People
then.
could cheese it. Well, actually,
I think you should go
prevent
like
cheese. You're right.
Yeah, I think you should go overtime.
So there were some changes for Bomb Fortress. How did you all feel those changes came into effect? Did it change the way the game played? How did it help you guys play that series, that game mode?
Is that the OS?
Yeah, Overshield and the bomb radius is bigger. I think it just fixed the map. I think the map was terrible before that change, but adding some way to sort of like actually have like a dominant control on the map, because it's very like just headbutty, taking fights all the time. So to like sort of obviously put Overshield on the map and make a team have more definitive control when they have to power up is just made it easier to plan, especially with the bomb radius. Like you just could not get the bomb down without dying, but now it actually gives you. I mean, if you look at any of the matches, they all like only 1 bomb went off the whole game before the like change, but now it's like
If that. Sometimes it'd be 0.
yeah, sometimes you go overtime and then tie, but now it's actually just feels good now.
I think we just had Space Station Gaming win their series against Complexity, who took 1 game off of them. So pretty incredible series there from Complexity side. And GG's to Space Station Gaming for winning that series.
Do you think the top 4 are pretty locked right now?
Like as in who's going to get top 4?
Yeah.
Nah.
Feels like it's wide open, doesn't it?
Yeah, I could see Nemesis getting top 4.
Yeah.
Because they were looking insane at the boot camp. Like we played them, we'd seen like their results against other teams.
I've seen people place them at on the 5th spot, so I'm intrigued to see if they do get that 4th seed.
I would actually be surprised if they don't get 4th. Yeah, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, it'd be expected for me. If they got like anything outside of top 8, I'd be like, that's a pretty bad result.
So who we moving to 5th spot then if they take the 4th spot? FaZe?
Probably be FaZe or SSG, right?
I feel like those 2 teams are pretty close. It's just going to be like who ices up in those
I feel like we'd have to wait to see them go up against each other to see who's playing better this weekend.
Yeah.
What it's going to come down to. We're going to have to play each other.
It's still map
Double
one.
kill.
This map's been going on forever.
Yeah, this is the
We
overtime
went to
still.
overtime.
Hopefully it doesn't go to a double overtime. It looks like it's trending that way.
Really, this is one of those
Yeah,
game modes where if it went into overtime, my mind would just be, can we get this good game over? I just want to play the next one. I can't anymore. Sometimes it goes for so long.
Yeah, I don't like playing ball. It does just go too long.
You know how we did it in Halo 2? For flag and bomb, the timer would start at 30 minutes. And then if a team had the lead at the 15-minute mark, you would end the game. But
Really?
if they didn't have the lead, then you would play the other 15 minutes out. So we
Wow.
But you GA'd the timer?
would... Yeah, well, that was built into the MLG
Oh, right.
rule set.
But
The
it's
game,
basically a GA though, right?
I guess, kind of, just because it's not built into the game
Yeah.
functionality.
I didn't get to see who won that.
It was a tie.
It was a tie, so they're starting over. This is like that
This is-
15-minute mark that you...
Double overtime. Yeah, this is basically, we just hit the 15-minute
Yeah.
mark in a Halo 2 game.
Wow. Do you still prefer these rules?
The style,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably better. But at the same time, it's like, why are they even resetting? They're just going to do the same thing.
Right.
And now the map positioning completely resets. Someone could just win a coin flip off the break, and then all of a sudden they're winning the game. Like, I kind of feel like maintaining the game state at the end is important. Because it looked like one of those teams was in the other team's base, and eventually they could have armed it. So, I don't know.
That's why the timer should pause when they're holding the bomb.
Right.
Yeah.
If you have control and you can hold the bomb, the timer shouldn't tick down.
I wonder if they like just reduce the time it took to plant, would it make the game type just way better?
No, I think it'd make it way worse.
Why?
Because I feel like it's perfect right now how much time it takes. It should take that long.
It's what,
That's
like
a long time.
6 or 7 seconds?
It's a long time, dude.
I want to say it's like 6 seconds.
I just think they
To be
need
fair, if it
maps.
was too quick, it would be bad actually.
I think they need maps just made specifically for bomb. Like just bomb-specific maps would work a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any of the teams are happy with having to restart. We can see their expressions right now as they're getting ready for their next
Yeah.
their
Coach is on
next
his phone.
game.
He's not doing his job. Somebody go up there.
Somebody
He's
go
on
home.
Tinder
You wanna
right
go
now,
there right
swiping
there?
for a date. later
Oi,
tonight.
get off the phone, mate.
Imagine.
What could Envore be saying at this time?
Probably these guys are shit.
Like, dude, I'm shocked right now, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, just can't get a cap.
I don't want to play bomb again. This game mode sucks.
It's like,
Can we
this game
get
mode
rid
is
of
so
it?
ass, dude. This game mode is so ass.
How have you guys felt about the search and destroy stuff?
I don't know.
And
I've checked.
I won't really like judge it until I play it properly. But from watching like the show match that happened, they just need to get rid of shield recharge. Like back to the shield recharge. As soon as you're put down, like you're just at another disadvantage.
Right.
Like how are you gonna win? If they just like all three just taking chows every corner, like just seems sort of
It does
impossible.
make, yeah. It just becomes very non-Halo at that
Yeah.
point, but it would make the game type itself better.
I do.
You also need to take the shotguns out, in my
I
opinion.
mean, I personally think that, and this is a hot take, no one agrees with me. I think they should just make it like SWAT. You just one-shot headshot.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Thank
Or like
you.
half shields. What if it was like 3
Agreed.
shotguns?
Eh.
It should just be full shields, no
Well,
regen.
no, it's just you have no shields.
regen, yeah.
You have to take like 5 shots to the body to die, but you just get one-shot headshot, just like an attack shooter.
I like that, and that would make it so people can't just run in and push.
It would literally just be Valorant.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're putting S&D in the game, so it kind of is Valorant.
You kind of
Yeah.
have to.
I don't know what, like, the S&D can't exist when the shields are that high, because you have no, like, 1v2 ability. Like,
Well,
it
yeah,
could be
if the
crazy.
shields don't regen, then it does. Because if you're full shields, and say like you're playing Anchor on B side, your team just got pushed in at A, they've put a bunch of damage on, they might
It
have
still
died.
wouldn't work, though, I don't think.
You could win. It'd be a lot better than shields recharge, and I just think SWAT would be way too.
I think one-shot headshot, 5 to the body, that's that's literally the best way they could do it.
Remove
Otherwise,
they'd have to remove aim assist, bro. if they
well,
did that.
that is actually kind of a bit of a weird thing. I mean, M&K would be broken.
Yeah.
M&K
You're
would
right,
be
you're
so
right,
broken.
you're right.
Like, we would just just kill everyone in like 2 seconds.
That's why you want it. Actually, I'm on board now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Wait,
I
cut
see
the
it.
VOD,
I see the
delete
vision.
it. We didn't talk about this.
I'm gonna ask the chat just so that everybody knows what we're talking about. Also, we're talking about search and destroy, and I want to know, since I'm taking a look at the chat right now, what you guys think. We had Rise suggest that it should be like SWAT in terms of health. Would you guys keep the current Halo health and shield settings, or would you swap it to to SWAT. I want to see what you all think.
Double
Oh, they're
kill.
saying, oh, you don't want us to look at you. Okay, they don't. I will.
They're getting shy.
Do not add it to
You're getting shy 'cause you
HCS. I'm sorry, I don't have the power to not add it. If they want to add it, they have to add it. But we can protest. We can protest. No
They can
S&D.
do whatever they want.
They're like, we don't care. We just don't want it.
Yeah.
I feel like it just can't be a competitive mode.
Yeah.
I think like it's gonna be too hard to cook it properly
Yeah.
to be anything close to this. Like it's just so different, right?
Someone said SWAT buy shields.
You buy the
You buy the shield. I like
What's your
that,
credit?
but
I mean, that's kind of how.
it would be just buy an overshield then, Yeah.
I don't think that's...
so that it's visible. Because otherwise,
Darked inside,
Oh, damn.
trash talking, standing up. You guys were pretty polite in your win. Was there?
Look, I'm gonna be honest, like,
Uh-huh.
it's so hard for me to get loud unless, like, we're versing a good team, and it's like, we beat them, but we didn't know we were gonna beat them. But
Yeah.
if we're, like, kind of going into a series and we, like, kind of know, it's like, you just don't get enough dope to, like, start shouting. And if I shout, I'm just gonna sound like a wimp if I don't have any dope. I'm literally not even kidding.
I thought I heard you all say something while I was watching the other series. What happened in those moments?
I think that was me. I was just every time they went 4 dead, I just had to
Yeah.
remind them. Like it's not I was hyped or anything. I just want them to know that they were losing, pretty much.
Okay.
You're just
I like
yelling at
that.
them every time. 4 dead.
Now, when you hear him say that, do you play better? You think?
I was checked. It was so funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was
Yeah,
just like,
we honestly just started laughing.
yeah.
It was like so forced, just to like make them hear
because
it.
it's not genuine. Yeah.
You did it like
You're
3
just trying to
times in
hurt
a
their
row.
feelings so they play worse. Well,
They
I
were
think
4
it
dead
works.
every time.
Yeah.
Except for when our coach said it, there were 3 dead, and he's just said they're 4 dead.
Yeah, that checked me.
That's fatal.
It was funny. Yeah.
I need you all to teach me how to trash talk because I just laughed instead.
I mean, sometimes that hurts worse
Can I-
than someone trash talking. If you're just
Oh, I
laughing at
guess.
them,
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
it's like, damn, you suck.
I will be the person that like quick melodies or does a little feedback real quick and just keeps going. Or I stop and look at the body and then I just keep
Oh,
walking.
I like to look
I
at
like
the body
doing
and then
that one.
shake my head.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You just look left and right. Yeah.
If they were trying something, yeah, you shake your head.
Yeah, like someone
Yeah.
tries to ninja you just
You yeah, for sure.
look at their body and shake your head. It's like, nah, bro, you're not doing that.
Well, I have a theory that if you lose map 1, if you just start crying your eyes out, it'll just check the other team. And
If you
just start-
cry?
Yeah, you just start bawling your eyes out, crying, you're like head in the hand.
The other team's like, man, I don't want to.
Yeah, they just feel guilty,
this
and then you
line.
just come back and you slam them, and then you just walk
Then you
off.
talk trash.
Like, yeah.
I'd be scared, I think.
That's
That'd be really-
psychological warfare. That's deep.
Oh, I'm thinking about this stuff all the
I
time.
bet you
Yeah?
are.
Yeah.
I tell. Sunglasses.
Has this worked before? Is that
It
why you
has
guys are
actually
wearing
had-
the sunglasses?
It has actually worked before.
Oh,
I can't tell you what happened.
okay.
I mean, it was a world's
They're
qual.
looking at each other, deciding if they want to give us the story or not currently.
Yeah, there was some stuff happening at the world's qual.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Nah, I can't. That's it. That's all I can say.
Confidential information. It's redacted.
It's Mind Freak Psyops. We're running Psyops.
I
Wait.
see.
Is that
That's why they're
you?
called mine.
Why would you steal it from me?
Sorry. You had it in your. I stole it
That's messed up.
directly out of her mouth.
That's messed up.
Messed up.
So that's why you guys are called Mind Freak then, 'cause you mess with the other team minds.
I actually
Never
have
actually
curious-
thought about that before in my entire life until right now.
So tell us about the Mind Freak leadership. You shouted out a person's name, Michael
Comedy. Michael Comedy, MJ.
Comedy.
Comedy.
Yeah.
CARMODY.
He's the owner.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's his story? Is he just a big gamer fan, or like?
So he's been like running like the biggest orgs back in Australia for like years. Like I don't know if you've heard of an Australian org called Legacy, but like he ran that for a while. And yeah, I guess he just he bought Mind Freak and now he's running that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
Is
crazy.
he like trying to? Is it only Australian players that he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So is he trying to like put Australia on the map for esports?
basically. He's like his whole theory is that like if we get boots on the ground, get the practice, we can actually compete from Australia because there's very little infrastructure for esports back home. Like not a lot of money in it, not many players, etc. But there have been teams in the past who are just Australian and they've done crazy well, like the Apex team.
Yeah.
Apex. What else is there? Someone please. You need to help me, bro.
Valorant?
I think there's a good Valorant, or is there? No.
I mean, a bunch of my old teammates from
Rocket
Valorant
League?
are in China right now.
Rocket League.
Are they
COD?
good?
Yeah, there's been some good Rocket League teams.
Well, I mean, the Paladins Australian roster got like top 2 at Worlds or some shit.
Okay.
That was pretty good.
I was looking at Dark Inside's jersey, but then I was thinking like, who's got the coolest jerseys here in the open bracket? And I was really looking at you guys' teams, and they're pretty sweet.
It's low-key, it's probably us.
Yeah, I think it's you guys.
Yeah.
Do you watch these things? Like, I would be worried about.
How dare you?
I would be worried about the stripe, like.
You gotta hand wash it, like.
Hand wash it?
No,
Yeah.
you just run on like the lowest settings, just like cold wash it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They're fire, man.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool.
They're blue and gold.
They're blue, like a really dark blue, and then they have gold stripes on, almost like gold foil logos and stripes. It looks pretty sweet.
Hey, hashtag, what does it say?
Get freaked.
Get freaked.
I want them to change to getting freaky, but there's no way they're gonna do that.
But we need a Mind Freak skin in Halo. We need a blue and gold Mind Freak skin.
I would like that.
would
That's a
go
lot of
hard.
money from that, right?
Yeah.
Put it in the game. Let's go.
All right, let's get everybody partnered.
Okay, so
good.
Dark Inside clutched up in the overtime and won game number 1. The two newest casters in the scene beside me here said that Eclipse should win this. What
It's not
happened?
looking good though. Might have been wrong about that.
That was a pretty gross reversal from Envore.
That's
I
true.
think map 2.
His vertical sense looks really slow though. It took him a while to find the head.
I really like Envore. He's a good dude.
Yeah, very passionate gamer. I feel like he's the loudest in the open bracket sometimes.
Pretty sure we got 2 videos of him already on our Twitter.
Yeah,
Of
Already?
him screaming. Yes.
He's clip farming.
just this weekend already.
Well, yeah, I mean, they popped off against the LATAM team. They reverse swept them, and it was, yeah, LATAM, they should have won one of those games for sure. So it was pretty hype. It was pretty hype.
Yeah. We probably have to go to the SSDs actually. I just
Yeah.
realized. Is
Oh,
that alright?
yeah.
You guys have been
of
vibing
course.
with us too hard, so
Thank you so much.
It was vibey, I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot of fun.
Anyway,
always
Yeah.
love hanging out with you.
Before I go,
Ooh, Rice, thank you.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
shout out my girlfriend as well, Emma. She's also
Aw.
watching the stream right now, so shout out to her, shout out to my friends, shout out to my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Scoop, Rice, for hanging out here in the couch. Go get ready for tomorrow's, and congrats for qualifying for the pools finally.
Yeah. Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah, of course.
For
Stay
having
locked
us.
in, guys.
I will. Thanks, fellas.
Thank you.
All right, so that was Scoob and Rice from Mindfree. They just qualified for pools, and they've been looking forward to doing that for a while, and finally they get their chance here at the first LAN in the Arlington Open. We're currently watching Eclipse versus Dark Inside, and joining us is Active and Tools to guide us through this elimination round 6.
Hello, it is time. Elimination round number 6, and we've got Eclipse against Dark Inside. Dark Inside are up 1-0 in the series. Honestly,
Oh, it's crazy.
I've got a player to watch. Well, what's crazy? Tell me first.
I didn't tweet it last night. And I
Huh?
was like, man, I should tweet my predictions. I saw Eli's horrendous predictions. And I was like, man,
Horrendous?
I could do much better than that.
Okay.
Hey, I already got 2 out of the 4 right. Just not on the
Wow.
right sides.
Yeah. So I would be 100% right now. My other prediction was Dark Inside was going to qualify. And then I couldn't figure out who I wanted as the 4th one, so then I never made the tweet. But
Okay.
if Dark Inside does it, I'm a big believer in this team. I really, really liked the players on this roster. Sylvanic got the job done last year at SLC, the last event of the year. They made it into pool play, and they were fantastic. Remember, they beat the Mexican team. They go by Ether now, but at the time it was Akabe. They beat them in the winner's side of the open bracket last year. Sylvanic did to get there. So I see the talent on this team, and I'm hoping that they can put it all together. Like I'm a very big fan of this Dark Inside roster.
Well, they tried to put together a push at that point in time, and it ended up working out in their favor at the end. It's 4 down. Tony's the first player to spawn. You can see the spawns coming out already noticed by Sylvanic. They've got them pretty much trapped in the back of Yard BR.
Man, it's a big moment, right? Tied game. You see Eclipse like being very condensed on the map. If Sylvanic can find a slippery path to get behind them and hit a big shot, you can start to see the rest of his team move in for that collapse.
Now, the fact that he's still alive is big here. He's got a couple more shots to work with. Gonna get flanked, though. He'll get taken out pretty quickly.
I've been really impressed by Morgan so far. He's been popping off in every series that we watch. This guy clearly doesn't get enough recognition. Next level.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Morgan 9-5 so far in this game. Still a very close game, though. Only separated by 1 kill. Camel's coming up very shortly here.
That Camo, look at the players from Dark Inside swing in on the right side. They're trying to keep that cross at bay. That's going to allow Morgan just to get in and sneak in, right? Not only getting that camouflage, but also getting a crucial kill towards Hotel. Now Eclipse, they're all staggered. All 3 of them just trapped at Nest, and Morgan playing this just about perfect. He's minimizing his damage, and he gets another kill with it. How is Morgan staying alive? A complete swing in momentum for Dark Inside.
Yeah, we just talked about Morgan. It was Eli that brought him up, and like you said, it's turned into a swing. Lots of damage output here. Those nades should clean up a couple of kills, and they do. It's Kidnastey with a clean double and looking for more. He's not done, and the LT to Zoom is true and real as he gets the triple. Wait, dude, no way. All 4 go down. Kidnastey, Dark Inside, dominating.
Kidnastey was seeing the vision there, right? He stood understood that push was coming, basically just baited that player into a tough situation, wins that fight. And remember, it was neck to neck last time we brought up the score, 22, 23 kills apiece. Now it's looking like a blowout.
Yeah,
Dark Inside is completely taken over this game.
Yeah, 2 players that have taken over heavily in Morgan and Kidnastey with those 2 separate plays. Both of them 12 and 13 kills each. Lydoee, I haven't seen much of him. Obviously online we see a lot of him, but in the LAN environment, haven't seen too much of him. You know, he's making a bit of an impact, having a slower game here, but they're still in the lead by 2, which is impressive.
Yeah, but I like the way that Eclipse is broken in through here. They really were methodical with the players that they chose to take down. That separation from Dark Inside in that moment, it might be a big mistake that they look back upon, because now they're the ones on the back foot, and you see the Eclipse really loves to put that pressure on. They are ready to take that fight. 2 players down to 1 shot, but the cleanups, where are they?
There's one. Yeah, it's a lot of damage output. Might be a little flank here from Dark Inside. More damage out from Morgan. Sylvanic looking for that melee. Cleans it up. That's a double for him, and that double could be clean enough to grab him this camo. But again, the pressure and the spawns come on the loop side. So he's got to reroute. He's got to wait for teammates as well. This is a really important timing here. And he catches the timing onto 1 and allows him forward on the map. But where's that camo is the question. Regardless, it doesn't matter. He's not missing a shot. And it's a 4-kill lead for Dark Inside.
And all the crucial flanks that we've seen from Dark Inside have come from the same area. They're getting through that back BR, getting to glass, and catching these players on that Nest lane. Something needs to change from Eclipse. They are getting caught with their pants down.
Oh, they're still in the lead, though. 4 kills the lead at this point in time. Can they maintain that lead is really the question that needs to be answered here. It's only 4 kills left. Make it 3 as 3 go down for Eclipse. And once again, Dark Inside doing work.
Hey, this is impressive. They're about to finish this, but even as they finish this game, Lydoee, I mean, he looks like me in middle school, man. I just put the name on the project. Only 4 kills to his name, but 45. He should be able to get there. That was a 4 down, though. Eclipse, this isn't over yet for them, and they just caught a player just completely by themselves.
That is not good. Spawns come out in the blue. SuperCC is going to be the first one in. Checks the right side, swivels out, gets the melee. Not going to clean it up, though. No one there to clean up except for Envore, but he misses the melee. That's 48 to 49. Make it 49 to 49. It's only 1 kill left.
Keep yourself calm. Eclipse looking for where this play is going to happen, but there's no one here. They're throwing themselves over to this loop, checking every corner, but Dark Inside, they've completely shifted themselves on the map. They aren't going to give them this angle, and there we go. Engagement out. Players known. The push happen soon. Camouflage might play an impact. It's coming in a couple seconds.
1 player down towards that snipe side. Here comes the push from Toni. This is aggressive. He's down to no shields. His teammates down to no shields as well. And there it is. That's exactly what you're looking for. 49-49 for a very long period of time there, Tools.
Oh, and you see Kidnastey getting loud, letting his presence be known. A crucial kill at the end. And hey, Dark Inside, you got the job done, but boy, did you make it hard. It was a tough game.
I don't know if I agree with the way Eclipse decided to play that at the end. Like, they decided, okay, let's just Wolfpack. And yeah, that kind of makes sense in this situation. 4-9 all, you want to make sure you get team shoot a single guy. But they went all the way to back Tram. Like, you can't really fight out of Tram very easily at all. And then they decided to turn around. It might have been better if they just continued flowing through loop and finding a target that way.
Yeah, I thought they had a big opportunity there to keep moving. But when they turned back, right, it's interesting is there was a player on the right side of the map, so it's like you're begging for that equal engagement number where you could have maybe kept swinging. The only thing about swinging though is like your routes to nest, and you don't necessarily want to be a nest either. It's a tough spot.
It's rough. It's only one kill that separates those two and separates this from being a tied series. You can see the maybe frustration, a little bit of talk happening as well, and it's unfortunate, you know? The aggression doesn't pay off. The timing's not there. 3 shots into that player on the yard. But regardless, it doesn't matter. Here it is. It's recharge now.
Well, we seen Envore and the rest of Eclipse in this situation earlier in the bracket. It was them going up against the Latin Americans in the other side of the bracket. On one of the open stations, they were down 2-0, and they made the reverse sweep happen. Simple enough. They just got to do the same thing here today. They're down 2-0. Can they make it happen on oddball?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Dark inside. One more is all they need to move on. One more game. Sylvanic's the one you pointed out, Tools. Is he going to be able to come through and be the impressive player we know him to be? But at the end of the day, it's toni two-turn, right? The passionate player. You can see maybe a little frustration there. Cruvu starting to wake up just a bit. That's a double kill to start things off. And a couple of points of ball time as well, but they're rotating towards the spawners, maybe wanting to slay through, and it works out.
Yeah, they did a great job of just finding where the players were isolated, catching them off guard, getting those kills, and continuing their trend. Now, toni, this is a very aggressive play from these two players trying to get behind him, and it's working out to a T. I mean, that's a stick, and he gets the double kill. Eclipse, I mean, they have so much space on the map to occupy.
Oh, yeah, it's real easy to occupy space when 2 players are dead. And it's a beautiful double that turns those 2 players into dust. And now it's 35 points and counting for Eclipse. They look free on the map right now. Envore does go down though, so maybe an opportunity to break on through, but you broke on through a little bit too early as you end up going down with no shields. And now toni a little bit shaky on the shots right there. He goes down. It's 3 down Eclipse.
Darkenside was able to get that full wipe, and that's the danger of taking as much space as Eclipse did in that situation. When you get broken, it's usually going to be a full 4 down, as you just don't have that connective tissue that you need to keep those trades. But I mean, you've gotten 43 seconds out of the ordeal. That's a good enough lead to kind of sit back on in a round.
And you'll see Cruvu continue to score here. Obviously not the best and most comfortable position inside of the pipes right now, especially with his teammate down, but he's still scrap up this time. And now it's at 50 points that they've accrued in this short period of time. Morgan, though, has something to say about it. The double and the assist is clean. The ball will be played, and Morgan is going directly for the last player on the glass side, but his teammate takes him out.
Very rare do you see that sort of route taken right through the middle of the map, but because they have the 4 down, a lot more freedom to move and get to your spots. They have Eclipse right where they want them. 3 players trying to move into a very close space. Camo catches them right when they come in, and that's going to weaken them up for the player hiding over in the pipes.
Sylvanic's got a couple of nades to utilize here. My question is, when will he utilize them? Oh, gosh, the plasma nade. There's a player on the C jump.
That's crazy.
My goodness, you don't expect a player there at all.
No, and that's really, it's caught Darkenside completely off guard. I mean, they were waiting for a push to happen towards ball. That push never came. Instead, they were trying to bait the players that were pushing into their spawns.
Oh, Envore's got a flank here. Couple players weak. He's got a teammate as well. Beautiful and clean. With 2 down, they end up getting 2 kills, and that gives them a setup.
Look at the 2 players alive for Darkenside. They're completely on other ends of the map.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's unfortunate. That's a low FOV problem right there, I think.
He got completely caught off guard. Lydoee is just flying into the attack. That's going to stop this hold before it can get any worse. That's a huge reprieve for Darkenside.
And you got to think the communication was there that Lydoee was pushing, but he didn't, react to it. The player with the ball.
It might have been a sound issue. I mean, he could have jumped to avoid the sound cue from tipping him off there, though. That's a very real thing to do in that spot. When you just stay hidden, taking your corners, jumping allows you to be a little bit more ninja-like.
Well, Sylvanic, he's going to do some work here with the shock rifle, and once again, he will miss a couple of shots, but having this weapon is going to be huge. You see the electricity bounce from player to player there. Sylvanic doesn't get the kill, but Morgan goes out to get it. They're using a lot of players to just get one kill here. This is not necessarily what you like to see. It's 3 down dark inside.
Yeah, SuperCC is going to have a lot of freedom just to get in here and get this ball. You know, you have camo, you don't want to hold it, but that's your job at the moment. There's no one else to get the job done for you.
I heard that slide. I think that might have been his teammate there, maybe. No, there's another player there. They end up killing SuperCC. Again, it's really rough in these LAN environments to hear the slides of the enemy team. But regardless, the ball is grappled up. It is Eclipse now rotating it back towards Hydro again. Have that back Hydro spawn. Lydoee is very aggressive here. A little bit of a slow start in that game number 2, but starting to pick it up here with 39 points of ball time and 6 and 7.
Toni finally forced to throw that ball off the map, but only 12 seconds needed. This seems to be about time to wrap this one up. That being said, there's 2 minutes and 18 seconds of neutral time. There's still plenty of runway for Dark Inside to get this back, but the key is just not dying to Eclipse, right? You just can't make any mistakes at this point.
Oh, Toni's gonna make sure to trade out one. That's gonna be 2 down, make that 3 down for Dark Inside. And like you said, only a few points left. Sylvanic's the only one really in position to stop this, and first round will go to Eclipse.
It's pretty dominant. I mean, not one player from Dark Inside goes positive in that round. Very, very thorough win in that first round from Eclipse.
Yeah, getting outslayed, never the recipe for success. Although sometimes it is, but it's rare.
I don't know what you're cooking up over there, bro. That sounds like some food that I don't like.
Cruvu likes some camo, though. He'll pick that up and scoop it. I like these pings, though. Again, not 100% kills. Wants to make sure that he can utilize his camo to its fullest potential. One goes down for the side of Dark Inside.
The Dark Inside just picked up the ball, and they just ran it the other way. They said, yeah, you want to get camo towards C stairs, that's fine. We're just going to work this the opposite side.
He's going to break through, though, and he has to get these kills on a tower, but there's a player behind him. This is very messy, but he'll get one. There's another one sliding to his left. That's where the reaction comes from, and it's 3 down for Eclipse once again.
Yeah, this is brutal. There is nothing really to like about what just happened for Eclipse. They got camo. They had numbers advantages. They gave up ball and lost their engagements on their way to break it. It's really put them back in this this second round, and now you're seeing how much time they're just being able to grab off this mistake.
Oh, the push comes out towards the back of Hydro, and you see the damage is out there, but they're going to milk as much time as possible. It will be 3 down for Dark Inside, but they'll get the pipe spawns, I believe. Actually, no. There's a fight happening in the pipes right now. It's SuperCC looking for this player on glass.
Delay for the slay. That's the rule for SuperCC. He waits for his teammates to get the job done, and I like how fast he's playing on this, but I believe I think that's just our observer that crashed.
No, they're trying a new tech. They're crouching.
Yeah. Wait. Someone look behind us. Are they still playing? Yeah, they're still playing, I believe.
All right, well, our observer did get kicked out, ladies and gentlemen, so we will keep you updated on the stuff. And
Unfortunate.
It's a good match, though.
It is a good match.
I don't know why I just said that. It's almost like pouring salt on the wound. It's a really good match you guys are missing right now.
Bit unfortunate. We might try to get eyes on it in a different way, but we'll see what's up. They crashed? Looks like they crashed.
Oh, they crashed. Okay, guys, you're not missing anything. Okay.
I forgot they're not on the setup that's right next to us. They're on the other setup. I was looking at the wrong PCs.
You guys are not missing anything. We're going to get back into this very shortly, but yeah. Elliot, what'd you, they had a crash, but what'd you think about what you saw from these games?
Well, I feel like Eclipse is playing with a lot of passion, but passion is not what you like. You need more than just passion, right? I feel like Dark Inside has come here to win, and I feel like this is. It almost feels like it's a qualification match, but it's not, and that's what's crazy that it isn't. But it feels like it should be. We still got ways to go here in the lower bracket.
I love that we're playing BO5s this early in the bracket. Never seen this before in the opens. They had BO5s. I mean, the round before this was also BO5s. So
oh, nice.
They've been playing BO5s for quite a bit in the lower bracket now.
I like BO5s. It's competitive integrity, in my opinion. You have a little bit more time.
Guys, we got a hype train, a level 5 hype train happening in the chat right now. John Wildman, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, and this is our second hype train of the day, I believe, unless I've missed a few because I haven't been able to keep my eye on it. We had a level 8 earlier today, now a level 5. Thank you. Hold up. I think I can sub too. One second. Share. All right. There you go. I'm on a 14-month streak, guys. I contributed to the hype train.
Let's go 14
Yeah,
months.
anybody else in?
Go.
Yo, that's not the match that we were watching. This is a different match.
Yeah,
but,
it's natural toxic.
I think our other observer crashed.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So we don't have our observer in that one either.
Isaac will be our observer.
Yeah, Isaac's getting the POVs. I like that we're able to.
Look at the intensity in their
Gosh,
faces.
Are y'all, do you all play really close to your monitors, or what's the distance that you all play?
The further the
Safe?
better for me.
Yeah, I like it. I have to have room for my keyboard and my beautiful mouse, so
All
I
right,
make sure to
mouse.
push that all the way
Yeah, I
back.
thought it's weird. He has to play with a hat because of it. You know, it has to like sit under. I think it's weird.
I feel like he's doing mouse and keyboard propaganda right now.
I don't think so.
I just.
I think controller players stink.
Whenever he said that, I thought he just like put like a rat in his head. Let
Nope.
the thing go.
Nope, that's not what I did. But controller players stink. So and if
Hey,
you're
I
on
mean,
controller, you know.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
a couple keyboard players made it to the pool play through Xbox Open Bracket. It's pretty impressive.
It is impressive, and a lot of people will say, you know, that is the reason that, you know, a lot of keyboard and mouse players are not playing Halo in these tournaments is because of Xbox. But if you understand the settings that you need, and you can fix whatever needs to be fixed in order to get high hertz and all of that, it's perfectly fine.
And look, that's Palu.
It's doable.
Rorsch. You know, so this is Palu, Rorsch, Strikey, and I forgot who their fourth is, but my highest placing ever in Halo in a tournament, I beat Rorsch and Strikey.
Look at you!
And now they're playing for qualification pretty soon. So you
Awesome. Yeah, I mean,
know,
it must make you pro
it's
then.
What do you call your ogre number?
Yeah, that must
How
make.
many players removed are you from your ogre number?
Does that make you pro?
I think so. Right?
Oh,
From
cool.
your ogre number?
It's like in a tournament, who have you beat? It's like how many levels of separation is there between you and beating ogre 2?
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
But
I
does it
beat
have to
Rorsch
be
and Strikey. Rorsch and Strikey have beaten this person. That person beats that person. That person beat
like a
ogre 2.
LinkedIn, but.
Looks like we lost our camera.
Kind of like,
No
yeah.
way, we just lost our camera. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this this POV. It feels like a live stream type.
Yeah, it's kinda
IRL
cool.
vibe.
Yeah.
I really like that's how sometimes we used to have to cover the open bracket
Yeah.
just by having our little live stream camera and
Yeah, it's
following
kinda
people
cool.
around.
It's the Cloverfield vibe.
Hey,
A
look,
lot don't know what that is, but
got us through the.
Oh, there we go.
dark test, right?
we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in once again. And one round was already won by one of these teams. So I would assume,
it was on worst team.
yeah, I would assume they start with one round on the board. It was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually.
it was Dark Inside that won the
Eclipse
first
won.
one. Oh, was it Eclipse?
Yeah, it was a Eclipse.
Okay.
Why are you trying to gaslight our audience?
I'm not. I am just. I'm old and confused.
All right, so we had a it was a server crash in Station 1. Eclipse up 1-0. Dark Inside up 35-0 in the second round.
Look at that. They got us right back where we need to be.
Look at that. Like it never happened, ladies and gentlemen. What a great.
I knew that. I totally didn't read it.
What a great feature. You know, to be able to go right back in. Like nothing ever happened. Lydoe's got the camo though.
Is that how you say it?
Lydoee?
Have you asked him?
Lido.
I always say Lydoe.
I just
Lido?
love saying Lydoee though.
Lydoe? That sounds
It's
pretty
Lido though. You're right. It's not.
I need to ask him.
No, it's Lido. Like
Lido,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm just.
Lydoe?
I don't know. I just like
Lydoe?
Lydoee better. Someone
like
make
how
a tag Nate Lydoee.
Just double E as well.
Oh, he's got a double E as well. Oh, we're
Big fan
brothers.
Oh my Morgan.
Okay.
Ooh, hits the nasty no scope with the shock rifle. Remember, folks, that ain't as easy anymore. That nerf, it's making people miss left and right.
Yeah, I was curious at the very beginning of how this would do on land. Did you see that electricity hit the guy all the way in the back of batteries?
Yeah, it gives them knowledge, though, right? You see the electricity escape off, and you understand where that next play is coming from. And so far, man, they've gotten 35 seconds just about off that first hold of this game. Dark Inside have the nicest lead yet.
That was really good by Morgan. I like the pressure that he applied as well. You know, pushing It's a very aggressive play, but if he was just a second earlier with that grapple, he would have got out, done the damage.
They're very quick with their ball movement this time. Kidnastey picks it up and just shoves that ball right into long haul, and you can see that Eclipse was not ready for it. They're just very slow on this push, a bit lethargic at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, you got to recover in these moments. You got to have that endurance to be able to take a reset like this and get right back into that flow state. Very difficult to do, but a lot of the top players can do it. These are younger players on the side of Dark Side. They definitely came out swinging here. Here's the ball in the hands of Eclipse. It's going to force the play ball, though, I believe. Kidnastey gets a nice kill. He's going to be able to get that kill, and back Hydro is cleared out. 3 dead Eclipse.
See, only Toni alive to try to get up, and with him going down as his teammates spawn, that's going to put them essentially in a 2v4. And yeah, there's just no way they're going to get to this in time. Round 2, easily going to Dark Side.
Well, there it is. What a way to start that round off. I mean, you're up 35 seconds. Why not run with it? Keep going. And they do. It's tied up at 1, and we go into round number 3. We're on board with Lydoee, ladies and gentlemen, not Lydoee. Whoever said that's just a complete doofus.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't know why he would say that.
I see Camo gonna go to Dark Side early on once again, and really there was no one from Eclipse to contest it. They decided to work on the perimeters instead. That missed punch, not.
Okay.
Morgan recovers.
That's what you need to do, especially with the Camo right there. Recover as best as possible, because guess what? There's a present, and it's not from Santa this time. It's a shock rifle, and it's another headshot once again. 2 down for Eclipse, and Morgan continues to hold down the long haul side. He understands the mission. That is to hold long haul on his own. The way he's playing this is really risky, but yeah, he'll get paid. He'll get.
Honestly, I was just as surprised that 2 players doubled back in that situation to come catch him. But that's a very heads up from Eclipse to understand that if people have an internal timer. Like, okay, I haven't seen someone. I think there's a point coming, and they boom checked it right at the right time.
Yep. I have an internal timer, and it's my stomach when I'm hungry. Couple seconds for Eclipse here.
Oh, I thought you meant like when your stomach gets hungry. I was like, that's crazy. That's a fast timer.
Couple seconds for Eclipse here, and tied at 1. I mean, this is we haven't seen anything crazy. It's a little more like staggered. Everyone's a little more all over the place in this round number 3. It's not like the first round and the second round where it was like very setup based. Now it's all about just getting this ball rotated, and that ball will be played now in that situation. 3 down. Eclipse.
Lydoee gonna keep pushing his way forward. Ball in his possession, and with that, Eclipse only has 1 player alive, and Kidnastey's giving that info as to where that player is. And although Kidnastey goes down in this situation, you're not too hurt by it for Dark Side, because you got so much information off his life to try to get that ball to a play position. But I think they might have thrown it a bit too far. I was thinking they were like hoping to get it off the map.
Oh, it's Cruvu, the last player alive here. He got it towards bottom center. Cruvu's going to get pushed pretty quickly. He does a little bit of damage. The spawning players on pipes might be able to... Oh, they're not spawning on pipes.
That's actually super good for Dark Side, because Dark Side split spawned into the pipes. So that gave them a lot of space on the map to work with. That allows Lydoee to just push that ball all the way to the back. And I mean, they're 40 seconds and counting.
Yeah, this is really good by Eclipse here. By Dark Side here. Back and forth, though. Eclipse looking for some sort of answer. That's a great job by Envore, and the Camo player will come out, take him out, and that will be the Camo gone, I believe.
I love when players rise to the moment. That's exactly what Kidnastey and Morgan have done in this series so far. They have really risen to compete at the highest level against a team where all these players have really been established in the pro scene, except for maybe Cruvu, but we know SuperCC, Envore, both have had pro offers and played on professional teams. Toni had won that most upcoming player in year 1. Like, this is a team that has a good amount of accolades behind it, and they're treating it like it's the next day. Like, there's nothing holding them back.
Another day at work, baby. That's exactly how you have to treat this if you want to go to tomorrow. Otherwise, you'll be having a very long vacation of wondering what would have happened if you made it to pools. Still a lot of work to be done, though. SuperCC on your screen. Eclipse aren't out of it yet. A lot of points have been added to that score, though. And again, Dark Side only need 1 more series score in order to close out the series and knock Eclipse out of the tournament. And Kidnastey's going to be the one to try and make that happen. The shot goes in. Lots of damage is done. Great trade, though, by SuperCC. But he falls as well.
I didn't even know that stick was possible from that angle, but he got him right in the shoulder. That'll stop the push from Darkin's side. And now this is very much Eclipse's game. They've just gotten the camouflage. They have the setup that they want. Darkin's side has so far to travel here, and Toni is getting perfect knowledge.
See how old I am, too, as I called the camo earlier because I couldn't see that player? Yes, my eyesight's gone, man. I'm going to need glasses. But there is a camo. It's on your screen, and now it's done. Toni ends up utilizing that. But, again, it's the camo usage is good, right? They're catching up. They just got the lead. Or, no, sorry, they tied in round number 3.
And Sylvanic's able to fly in, trying to get that pick. With that, it's going to be about the trades in these next few engagements. Ball in the middle. Lydoee, if he gets the timing right, he could try to hit a route towards blue pipes. They just got to find the player hiding at C, and they have done that. With that kill, Eclipse has no one nearby. This is going to be a massive chunk of time.
I can't believe Kidnastey or couldn't get that kill there. That player jumped out in the middle of the open. That's exactly what they're trying to do, though. Be aggressive on this player with the ball back. Hydro, my goodness. Sylvanic once again. The ball is played, though.
I feel like we're seeing that so much more from Darkin's side than we are from Eclipse, where a gunfight just starts to heavily sway one way, where you're like, oh no, this is about to be bad. I want to see more of Eclipse just winning dirty gunfights, being able to just outgun the opponent.
Well, one of them for Envore there. He's gonna push in to try and get hands on this ball, but those A-side spawns are very painful. In fact, I'm sorry, those are player top tower he's getting shot from. Lots of damage goes in, though. Lydoee, very aggressive here, so that's a grapple if he needs it, but the trade comes out, 3 down Eclipse.
Well, that Envore, look at how far away he is on the map. That ball did drop. He might be able to get the angle in time. But just hiding behind the back. There you go. He eventually gives up his life. Honestly, he maybe could have stood there a little bit longer.
Maybe. That nade was really good, though. I wonder if that nade would have hit. We won't find out. Envore, though, still alive somehow. The bottom of tower, making himself very difficult to kill. Comes back in once again. You don't expect it. That's why he does it. He'll get one. The camo is dead as well. Envore on a tear. This is where he's scary, is when he gets loud and energetic in these games.
Unfortunately, not quite able to find that next kill to parlay it into more, and it's still a 20-second lead. The Darkin side has to play around with. Eclipse, they have a decent setup here, but first kill, that's what's important, right? Don't let these guys get through the entry.
Nades used here. That was his only nade. I don't like the early nades used. They're going to take a different route. They look like they're going towards that bat ledge side.
Switch. What a switch. He has 3 players that are essentially one shot, just lighting them up, waiting for the help to come, and the help has come. 3-6-1 in the back is Lydoee, who just got the triple kill. That might just be game winning. Let's say match winning.
What a play by Lydoee. And 113 seconds of ball time as well, 16 and 10. Quiet in game number 2, but not here.
Maybe a quick route coming in from Eclipse. 2 players trying to get up through the top side, but it's going to be quick rotations needed from Lydoee. Not quite able to get through. 6 seconds needed, but nothing guaranteed in this moment.
They're trying to stop that rotation. They get the kill on the bottom of elevator. Now they've got that ball for themselves, and you can see the push coming through the bottom of BR here. There's a couple players there. SuperCC cleans up one. Has the information on the next, but he's getting pelted once again from the tower side. They'll hold ball here, but it's not going to be for long. That pressure's coming.
Target side, they're starting to push one at a time. You see these players, look how separated they are on the map.
No,
this game's getting awfully close. One good push left, and you see the players trying to get in. It's an out rotation play for Eclipse. SuperCC, his job delay. Don't let these players hit the rotation.
Well, there is a rotation coming on the C plat side. Someone did make it through, though. It's Sylvanic. They're going to drop down. Triple kill for Sylvanic. 3 down for Eclipse, and the ball will be played.
But picked up right away. Morgan trying to get around the corner. He's one shot.
It rolled around.
Oh, it's out too open, but they have the lead to play with still. Kidnastey picks it up, but can he get around the corner?
Oh,
no! Eclipse, they're there. They have the ball.
Eclipse holding the ball now on the top of glass. No one there to really stop them. The nades come out. Envore down to no shields, but it doesn't matter. It is a game taken by Eclipse. And look at the energy. Look at the passion. This is where it starts.
Eclipse maybe potentially starting another reverse sweep again. Eclipse, I said passion earlier. I said that's not everything they needed. What did they do this game to turn it around in favor of themselves?
They iced it up. That they were resilient in the moments where you thought the game was over. They continued to play until the final second. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous the way that Dark Inside lost here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Danger the way they lost, but also dangerous because you just gave two of the hypest players in this building an opportunity to come back in this series. That's a problem. If you give Toni any chance to talk trash, if you give Envore a chance to get up like that, there's an issue. This is going to be a series. I do not think this is over. I think we go to game 5. I'm not trolling. I really do think it's really early to call that, but just based off the energy I just felt from that platform behind me, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a good series.
This is exactly what happened a few series ago against the LATAM team. This is how it started for them. And you said it, Active, the energy that began once they got that third game win there, the start of that reverse sweep, that's what started it.
Between the teams playing here today, Eclipse, Dark Inside starting now. Remember, folks, we came into this series last night. It was Eclipse that had a stunning Game 3 comeback. And now they're trying to complete a reverse sweep opportunity. Kidnastey and the rest of Dark Inside stand in their way.
Once again, it's the very first kills of the match, and you hear Envore, and he is like roaring almost. Like, this is what I mean. You have to come out strong here, but you also have to perform strongly as well. And you said it yourself, Tools. On paper, Dark Inside are the better team, but on land, you know, in the moment that matters the most, who is going to come out on top?
And keep your eye on Morgan in this series. He has been having a phenomenal tournament, and this might be his breakout if he can overcome Eclipse here today. Toni to turn camouflage and prime position to make Dark Inside hurt.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan's literally got almost as many kills as the entire team of Eclipse to start this game off. So this is really good. Wait a minute, Toni, this is a really good flank here. He's got one. The second player gets away somehow, and because of that, Toni's gonna come back and miss a couple shots. Again, the crucial shots being missed here with this camo. It's a lot of hill time for Eclipse here. Dark Inside, they were so close to capping this hill, but now the kills have turned into Eclipse's favor.
And every kill that they get, we hear Envore roar, but it's gonna come down to the last second. A foot race into the hill, it's a 1v2, they push him out, Dark Inside!
No, they're in there. They're contesting right now. There's a player on top center. They're going to rotate. They're going to get out. They have to rotate towards Seaside. That's the only way right now. They've got to give up that hill. That's exactly what they do. Dark Inside up 1-0 in this game number 4.
An absolute brilliant display from Dark Inside to not panic. It would have been so easy to let those screams, let those roars from Eclipse get to their head, but they stay calm, stay resilient, and find themselves up 1-0. But a couple big kills should win Eclipse this rotation. It's just Lydoee trying to stay alive at the tower. It's a 1v2.
Lydoee, he's got to get this cleanup kill, and again, the beautiful teamwork is going to allow them to get that tower side control. And Cruvu is going to be the one to go top tower now. You see the push coming out from the outside on camo. There's Cut's push as well. The teamwork is again solid, but is it solid enough? It's already 2 down. Cruvu finds himself at the top tower. SuperCC trying to stay alive, but he goes down as well. It's up to Cruvu to hold this tower side control.
Sylvanic able to get that camouflage on the body. Now 2 players hiding in between them all.
Oh, Sylvanic, great win by Sylvanic there. Once again, I apologize. It's not Cruvu. I apologize for that. Pay attention to the top left and top right of your screens. Hey guys, a little arrow.
Yeah, one thing to keep in mind: 3-6-3. That's not actually saves. That's also going to be Sylvanic in that 3-6-3 spot. So
okay,
keep in mind, saves is on the other roster.
Oh, there it is. SuperCC pushing. I'm sorry, yeah, pushing forward. This is the Eclipse roster. Lots of damage being output here. And it's just about staying alive. Right here in this position on B, you want to be in a position to assist on the push on tower, which is exactly what he's doing, and use his QT to be aggressive, but they take him out somehow, and it's now a 2-0 lead for Dark Inside.
That's so resilient from Dark Inside throughout these fights, right? They did not win that rotation. They were able to come back, win crucial kills, and really changing the narrative of what we saw last night when they were losing those games, they're starting to ice up now when it matters.
Yeah, it's the thing. They only lost one, and that's the factor, right? Dark Inside, again, that last game was everything, and I think it would have definitely fixed things if they were to continue that series, but unfortunately for Eclipse, they were not able to continue the series, and now you have to start off fresh. So it's do or die right now. This is elimination bracket. This is your last game. If Dark Inside win this, if you're Eclipse, you are out. Something's got to give here.
A couple more ticks going away, and on Dark Inside, they've gotten themselves a nice cushion here to work with, and they've vacated this hill. They're instead trying to take these fights further away, and well, unfortunately for them, SuperCC and Eclipse are starting to win these gunfights. They're getting firm control of the map, and things are starting to shift. Eclipse are able to start racking up these kills. Who is that that's staying alive? That's Morgan. How is he getting away with this?
I mean, he's 15-8. If you want someone that's going to perform when it matters the most, that's the guy right there, and they're still getting loud, let me tell you. They are still getting loud, both these teams. But it's Sylvanic now. As Dark Inside get the third hill, it's again, this is where you really have to come alive right now. Like, this is, you know, at this point, it is do or die. It is do or die, and right now Dark Inside are running away with this one fast.
Yeah, and that is just one more hill. Dark Inside are one hill away from taking this series in a sweep in Game 4. This is a completely different team, a monster of a team right now. It's Morgan. I am so impressed with him this tournament. This is a breakout performance we've seen from him all tournament long.
Now, I gotta be honest, you know, they're 3 dead, but I was gonna say 1 hill for Eclipse, and they could use that for momentum, but I mean, they need 1 hill, and right now they're, you know, they got 25% of this one, and now it's again Dark Inside to take control. You got to do something fast. Like, someone's got to wake this team up. The coach, anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. Wake them up, get them motivated, and start to slay and take out Morgan, because right now he's dominating.
They're almost able to get it done on this hill. Now, 4 down.
There we go.
Could be exactly what Eclipse needed. They're down 3-0 in this King of the Hill, but you're never out until that final second ticks. And Eclipse, they've been in these spots before. Down 0-2 in the previous round, they were able to find a reverse sweep. This game,
there it is.
It's close to gone, but it's not over.
It's not over at all. It's SuperCC with the snipe right now in his hands, and the big thing for me is watch Morgan, okay? This is the big player for me. Is he gonna overheat? Okay, he's 16-11 right now. He was 15-10. They finally got their first hill. You don't hear them get loud on the first hill, so maybe just starting to stay focused here. You can't force that energy. You gotta let it be natural, and that's exactly what's happening right now. SuperCC dominating the killing spree, the double. He's completely dominating the match.
Locked in at the most important moment. SuperCC stands in their way. The choke point, Thermopylae in this path. Come on, SuperCC.
It's not over yet. They're gonna double, they're gonna triple push top center, but that means the player's gonna get through from the nest side. A lot of pressure coming in from Cruvu here. Now they've got to take tower once again, and there's a lot of pressure from that cut side and top center. It's Morgan once again on your screen. Look, 17-13, he's starting to slow down a bit.
Eclipse is starting to be able to find their kills. They've been able to hold this so effectively. This middle hill sometimes becomes a scrap fest, but there's been no scrap time for Dark Inside. That's 2 back-to-back for Eclipse. And momentum is starting to shift the other way.
You know, this is what I'm kind of noticing is, again, like talking about the mental of the game, they're not forcing that energy, right? They're not screaming after 1 kill. They are not screaming when they get the hills. They are now focused. The momentum has shifted in this game, but it's all about these next couple hills, obviously, right? SuperCC has been dominating. He is 17, make that 18-10, whereas on the other side, Morgan slowing down a little bit. I think that's important to look at. You've got a lot of assists out of Lydoee. You've got Morgan starting to die 19-15 now. This is a big factor here. They're getting a lot of points in the hill.
Oh, and Envore's caught players on their rotation through the bottom. He's getting themselves an expanded perimeter towards tower. SuperCC has it towards green. They have a massive line, an L across the map. And look at Envore. He's on a route. He's trying to get behind them, but the push has come from the other side. Dark Inside are ready to engage, but SuperCC is cutting them down.
Lots of damage going out. Toni 2 turns, gotta stay alive on the nest side here. It's very important. Envore comes down that route once again. It's 3 down. The other player's down to no shield. He gets a nade and a few shots into him, but it's 3-3. It's all tied up.
It's never over. They are not out. Don't count them. SuperCC and the rest of Eclipse have come to life. Dark Inside, the 3-0 lead is no more.
When it matters the most is when these players come to play. But wait, Dark Inside are in the hill right now. They've got that C side control. There's a 2-man push on the B side, and there's staggered players on A. This is the moment here. 20% through this hill. They've got to make a push.
Stand strong. It's the Slayers of Dark Inside that have had a great performance here today. Kidnastey and Morgan have had fantastic tournaments, and when it matters most, when their tournament is on the line, when pool play could be in their grasp, they need to perform. Lydoee.
4 dead.
Oh no.
That's not good. 4 dead is not good at all. I mean, this is halfway through.
It's one last chance.
Yeah.
It's one last push. The sniper of Lydoee, Sylvanic hiding. They're ready at the camouflage. Can they even get there in time?
Lydoe's got to hit some shots here. The push has to come in. There's the first kill. Morgan goes down. Lydoee hits a body shot that saves it, and they get out of the hill. Wait, it's 2 dead.
They're in.
Yeah,
They're in.
this
They've
is
been
good.
able to stop
3
it.
dead.
The rest go down. They have them staggered. How does Eclipse do this? It looked almost all but guaranteed, but now complete control has flipped. Dark Inside must find the break.
The big thing for me is the flow state. There's not one noise being uttered from Eclipse. They're just calling out. They're not screaming. It is 1 dead, though, for Eclipse right now, and this is the chance for Dark Inside to push in, but Cruvu turns the tide. The QT comes out, but they read the QT. It's 2 down. Make that 3 down for Eclipse. That's going to be it. Dark Inside are going to move on. So loud.
The pop-off. They know what they've accomplished. One step closer, one round away. Dark Inside continue their run.